Hello everyone and welcome back to some Artifact Krewe, where this is the phenomenal Guild Wars 2 fan game that I've been playing a lot of on this channel, where this is episode 3 of me exploring through this world, where you can find the previous 2 episodes down in the description if you want to watch them as well. Where last episode we focused a lot on completing the story and some of the different objectives around this area of the world, and today I want to go ahead and continue that and continue right where we left off last time, where we have an individual who I believe is named Riha, whom we have to find somewhere over here, and I believe this forest that is in front of us. Kiha, that's the name, and the address at the bottom of the page points to a hideout in a forest where we have Smaragdus Woods. I still don't know how to pronounce that, where I think this is really the only foresty area. So there's going to be some sort of hideout around here, where I know there's like a door that's right there, and there's this hideout right here. So let's go ahead and just explore this area a little bit, where this definitely does look like a hideout. Oh, you're allowed confidential documents thanks to the NDA signed. Let's read this. Among these pages are notes about VIXX'S lab. It seems that the entrance is hidden in a place that is at the same distance to the 3 pillars. But with the time, only one of them is left at its original emplacement. It seems that to open it, a key is required. The author of these notes did not find it. Interesting. Okay. So, is that all we have to do in this area? So, we have the pillar over here. There's one pillar over here, right? That used to be here that was destroyed, and there's one dismantled here. So maybe if you have 3 pillars forming a triangle, and the center would be where we can find VIXX'S laboratory. So maybe we need to head out either here or like maybe up here somewhere. You still have this area here, which is very suspicious to me, and I really feel like this might be something, but I guess I'll leave it for now, and I might try to explore over here and see if I can find anything interesting. Okay, I'm looking at this VIXX'S laboratory note, and I think I'm on the right track. So we got a triangle thing going on here. So I think we have a point here and we have a point here, and then there must be another point somewhere down here. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, let's just go this way. There's the pillar standing there. And wait a second, could this be the dismantled pillar? Because last episode I was over here and I was exploring this entire area, and I was commenting about this crystal, and you know, this seems very square like the one over there, so I have a feeling this might be the dismantled pillar. So okay, we have the dismantled pillar here. And then we have the pillar that fell into the lake. Is it that? And then you have this one. So I think we're in the right area. We have this big circular area here that I commented on, and it looks like we have a treasure right here that we can get. So let's go ahead and grab this resignation letter written with an unflattering vocabulary. It makes you feel lucky to have your crew and friends. But what's up here? We have this. This little podium does not look new. It has been probably used to pronounce speeches in some events. Open the hidden entrance. Pronounce a speech. Let's start an inspiring speech. My friends. Moas. Dangerous Moas. I like Moas. The pink Moas. They are Moas. Okay, enough for now. Let's come back in here. Open the hidden entrance. Something moved. What? Okay, is this the laboratory? There's an Asura gate down there, and this just came up into the sky. Okay, I have a sneaking suspicion this might be VIXX'S laboratory. Look at how cool this animation is. Wait, there's still more going on. Oh, it just disappeared. That was so cool. Okay. I have a feeling we have a little bit of jumping to do here. Let's jump across this. And we have this surrogate leading somewhere. Let's run through it. We're loading into a new area at dark. Oh, I just fell. Okay. That's not good. So it looks like the ground in front of us there was fake. But if you look here, we can open this. Okay, I'm actually kind of scared. This cave is a little spooky, I'm going to be honest. Read this. Note on the ground, 1A43, 1078 AE. First day of my new life after college, and already first day in my new crew. Oh no. I don't waste my time. I have to change the world with my mind, and I have to do it early. No one is ready in this crew. We are working on improving golden behavior. We want to reduce the errors that happen when we switch their behavior mode. There is still a lot of work here, but I am sure we will be able to make impressive progress in a few weeks. After all, I am in this crew, and so is Seka. To be really honest, she is the one having the ideas. I don't know what I would do without her. I predict, and my predictions are never wrong, that in a few years she will be among the most important geniuses of the century. I am sure, and I will be there too. No, Seka, if you're reading this, don't. This is a secret and personal journal, and all I said about you was a joke. I didn't mean it, and don't believe it. I got you. Okay, I want to come back really quickly, because I want to make sure that I didn't miss anything back here. I don't see any sparkles. Nothing there. Okay. Let's continue through this like underground area with all these pillars. Another note. I took the most I could and I left. They came suddenly, and before any of us could notice them, they were everywhere, destroying, burning, eradicating everything in their passage. I took the nearest gate with the others, and we closed it behind us. After that, we talked or walked for hours looking for another gate one of us believed was nearby. At the end of the day, we met other groups at the surface. We settled on the Tarnished Coast, far from home, but we are so few, and I haven't found Seki yet. We move at night. On days, the light around us is burning our eyes. The creatures around taunt us with their adapted vision, and I hate this. Once we find a way to get back to our home, all these things will be behind us. So I think these are notes left by VIXX about the destroyers and how the Asuran were pushed out. We have this room now. Let's read this. Today we got joined by another group. She was not among them, sadly. The settlement of what we called Radasum is growing, but we cannot be all the survivors. Where are the inhabitants of Quarasum? This is one of the major underground cities that the Asuran had. These from Desda 10. Sounds familiar. There's Radaten, but I'm not sure about Desda 10. Where are they all? Among them, we had the surprise to find Ula. Yes, the Ula. It is the first time I've met her, and what a disappointment, really. She is just another old, arrogant, frustrated, annoying Golemancer. Brilliant. Pfft. It makes me laugh. And the way she talks to us like a bunch of scrits. That's official. I hate her and her Morello face. I really hope we will find a solution soon, because I won't stand the situation for long. So we have some sort of old ancient room here. Let's come through this door, open this up. There's a golem there. Okay. There's funky music playing. So we have a big room going on right now. Okay. So we have a note on the ground, we have the golem, and we have this console right there. So let's read the note first. And I've decided the place for my lab, I will put them right under their eyes. They will not even notice. Oh no, I'm not doing like this coward of Ula. Far from everything, I'm putting it right in the middle of our city, or to be more exact, they will build it around my lab. I've already visited Ula's lab, and of course, this paranoid fraud put golems everywhere, but none of them were working properly, and amateur work. I couldn't get much information about her current work, but obviously that wasn't the reason for my visit. I was just there to see how to not do a lab. Mine will be grandiose, just like me. Hello, Major Golem, we can talk to you. You have 65,534 messages. Play the first. Error. Number 1, you are not VIXX'S the Visionary. Permission denied. Error 2, I do not remember the requested message. Error 2, BIS busting slot. I don't know. It's been way too long. I started to forget. Forgotten everything. Where is the exit? Foss exited with non-zero code. I am so lonely. Please bring me with you. What? You have 65,534 messages. Oh, I feel bad for this golem. It's just been like stuck here in the ground and hasn't been able to leave for hundreds of years. Okay, we got this console. Use the console. Welcome, VIXX'S the Visionary. This very big terminal, only dedicated to opening and closing a single door, is working perfectly. Open the door. The door is opening. Reminder, do not forget the event. Seka's birthday in 56 days. Whoa, look at this area. This game is so cool. Oh, okay. Let's come through here. We have like some sparkles on the ground, but I think, oh, these are notes. Well, days go and are alike. They form an infinite circle that repeats and never seems to differ. This is my way to say nothing has changed since the previous recordings. Nothing, it's the same void. I've been trying some things, but not a single result could be interesting in any way. I would like to tell myself that it's a surface life, that everyone is affected, but no. I look around and I only see that. Successful genius with their incredibly innovative paper or whatever. Look at Ula. Blah blah blah. I've eliminated destroyer's threat with my golems. Blah blah blah. I managed to infuse a golem core with death magic. And blah blah blah. I'm the greatest mind Tyria has ever been honored to watch. Pfft. You wouldn't be successful in any way if you weren't the daughter of your parents, I can assure you. Maybe I don't have the recognition I deserve, but at least I made myself. Take that, Ula. Is this kind of like underwater here? With glass walls. Yesterday I found back some notes I borrowed without notice from Ula's lab a few years ago. It was about experimentation on technology to surcharge golems with specific magic-imbued minerals. I don't remember her publishing anything on this topic, so I deduce that she failed finding any efficient way to transform the theory into practice. This might be my chance, but I won't lie, my hopes are low. I started looking for additional resources on this topic and gathering appropriate equipment. We will see. Next notes. Folks said the prototype I have shown was already obsolete. Already obsolete? You're already obsolete. You know nothing and dare telling me this. I crushed his biphasic microscope as an answer. It will teach him to respect my work. But it seems that it is a shared thought on my supercharging Ubitic Golem core plugins. I would pronounce that right. Those who don't just ignore it say that its size makes it inconvenient to use and the effects are too unstable to be used in production. Of course, probabilistic behavior aced golems are not as developed as classical ones, but I can see a somewhat bright future to this concept. I will continue to push my supercharging plugin research, no matter how frustrating it is to be surrounded by blind, sluggish idiots. There's a lot to read down here. We have another one here. It has been 5 years now. I won't lie to myself. I know you will not come back. I know you did not survive. Like many, you have certainly been surprised by the attack, trapped in a building, or too slow to fly away. I stopped waiting for you, Seka, and it destroys me. I wish you were here. I wish you could still give me your advices with your adorable, condescending tones. Do you remember that time you helped me enter the crew? That day, we did a party in the lab, and after several drinks, I accidentally broke Bohr's favorite generator. I was here for a few hours only, but I was already part of the crew, and you all helped me hide the incident. You could have left me. I could have been ejected instantly, but always be loyal to your crew. And to your crew members, you were here for me, but now. What a cool room, but let's continue this way. Immediately to another door where we have some passage over there, and this is partially open there. Okay, so I guess this is not a door. But over here we have this door. So we can continue through VIXX'S laboratory here. The door there. I see another door through the wall there. Through this passageway. That's a cool symbol. Read this. I had two ideas in the shower this morning. First, I should really repair the shower. Cold water is rather annoying. Then I might have a solution for the main flaw of the core plugins. Trying to miniaturize them is complex because the minerals have to be carried in the device, and the plugins themselves are made of multiple parts in large quantities. So instead of trying to fix their size and weight, I'm going to move them away from the golem. I will build pylons to pre-process the magical charging process for the golems. Golems will have to be equipped with efficient energy receptors, but once it is done, they could be supercharged if close enough to the pylons. This is true genius. I know. I'm just afraid of the required size of the pylons will have to be huge to supercharge the golems efficiently in a large radius. I will also face the problem of energy transfer and undersupplied redundancy. Time to innovate. So the pylons, the 3 different pylons, were made for VIXX'S golems, which is really interesting, but it seems to have like the side effect on the fauna, which is also interesting. Through here we have some trees. Let's read this. And the first pillar is finally done. With my measures, we will need at least 1 other pillar, but I think I will build 3 of them. My test and lower scale has shown that optimizations using signed angles, location, approximation was not reliable enough. Approximation. I will need at least 3 of them to be efficient. I will place them at an equal distance from my lab, making it the center of this extraordinary golemancy progress. Of course, the Arcane Council already started to complain. Apparently it is too big, as if size ever mattered. I haven't told them what it is yet. They wouldn't understand. And if they complain too much, I will raid their biphasic microscopes to explain my position. No one will prevent me from creating the next generation of golem. Down here. The 3rd pillar is finally operational, but I hear more and more voices against them. The Arcane Council wants to destroy them, and I'm just earning time by playing with some old laws imported from Korusum. This great nonsense that is our body of legislation sometimes has its good points, since it was created by merging a lot of pre-Exodus codes. There are some inconsistencies. It won't last long before they vote to dismiss them, but my biggest problem here is that the pillars are not working as expected. I don't know where the problem is. The effect is almost invisible in golems. Why? I cannot defend my pillars if they do not work. It will only humiliate me publicly. The situation is critical. I need to find the source of the problem, and quickly. I have some different things on these pedestals here. What is this? It's like a golem body with like the golem core sticking out and kind of just going haywire right there. I like the plants down here. Another note to read. The paper has been published today. The pillars are indeed responsible for the recent change of behavior of the local fauna. They are way more efficient than every attempt of the other crews to scare away the aggressive simians of the region. They are maybe extremely inefficient golem supercharging pillars, but at least they are wonderful, annoying animal repulsive beacons. The Arcane Council seems to progressively change their minds on them. This is good for me. This situation is a bit awkward, but if I don't tell anything, no one will notice that it was not their initial purpose. I think I'll give up this idea of supercharging golems with magic-imbued minerals. This doesn't go anywhere. Instead, I will pretend these pillars were created for the fauna problem and start working on this topic. I will work on fauna-repulsive golems, an idea that cannot fail. Let's come into here. We have a staircase up here, pretty long staircase to this door. This is a cool room in here. Just wondering if there's anything hidden around. We have an area down here. But it looks like we have a note here. So I found a perfect title. From now on, I am VIXX the Visionary. I think it sounds good and will only strengthen my wonderful reputation. Outside of this, morale is good as usual. I reworked a bit of the decoration of some rooms of the lab that needed some cleaning. I will continue on this idea of self-supervised golems tomorrow. The future is bright. VIXX the Visionary, end. Another door here that we can go through. And then we are in this massive room here. There's a lot going on in here. Let's read this. Guess what message I received again this morning? Another one who wants me to accept him as an apprentice. And how many languages do I need to tell them? I do not take apprentices. Not now, not ever. It will not happen. Leave VIXX the Visionary alone. He doesn't need your pathetic presence. I don't want to see anyone walking around on the grounds of my lab, commenting on the decoration, asking about my legitimacy, or questioning my golem design choices. I have nothing to earn from this. The more distant I am to these lower minds, the better I am. Other news, no, my last developments on the miniature golems are not as good as expected. They will soon join my growing failure graveyard. But this is normal. A true genius like me should always try new ideas. Not all of them can work. My main concern is to not let people know that. I should inspire progenies for generations. They don't need to know all these little mistakes made along the way. Alright, I almost forgot. VIXX the Visionary, end. Room there. Come down here. I should really fix this problem with my retranscription golem. I know it is one of my earliest works, but the fact that it is putting the notes all over the lab is not really ideal. VIXX the Visionary, end. We have this really interesting water thing going on here, and then this massive room in here where it looks like we could go up or go down. We have a note here that we can read. Wonderful new century to me and only me. I celebrated it in the lab. It was far from what I thought it would be a few years ago. Not that I am unfamiliar with the concept of being alone, but maybe a little more animation would have been welcome for the occasion. But I cannot afford attracting attention to myself. There are already rumors about me and I don't want things to get worse. I haven't used the main entrance for months now. I think I should avoid the secondary entrance. It is more discreet. VIXX the Visionary, and coming up here, looks like there's a note up here, and then we can continue down there. There's like a door there. I just had another incredible idea. Wheels for golems. They would have 2 feet in the front and 2 wheels on the back. This way we should be able to transport heavier goods without any problem. I am wonderful. I just need to prototype something quickly. Seka, you would be proud of me. VIXX the Visionary, and down here. We can open this up. Oh, this comes into this area. We're currently underwater. Anything down there? Nope. This is such a cool area. Okay, we have multiple different ways we can go, so let's just start this way. Looks like this entrance is blocked off. There's like a warning sign there. So I guess we can go this way now, where we have this door here, and then, okay, let's check this door, because I feel like this would be a dead end, where we have some minerals or rocks in here. Something sticking out of it. What a cool area. But let's continue this way. Up here, we have a big room with another note. I am tired, so tired. These last few days have been worse. I stay awake less and less. It scares me. I should certainly see someone for this, but I really don't want to go out now. Besides this, I don't know anyone outside anymore. This does not help. Yeah, look at me, VIXX the Visionary, just an old senile rat in his hole. I've removed the mirrors in the main room. I can't stand seeing my face anymore. All I see in this reflection is the fact I haven't been able to produce anything meaningful these last 70 years, and yet I have been acting as it was the case. And what now? Going out and telling them, oh no, sorry, it was all lies. I was an imposter all along. Now I need a doctor. Ridiculous. And here I am again, going all dramatic for no reason. Must be the years softening me. Pfft. Do we all age like this? Anyway, VIXX the Visionary. End. My state does not improve. Each movement is a painful effort. I am so tired. I do not remember precisely the last time I went outside. In a way, it reminds me of my youth, underground, insignificant. I am lucid. I don't see how my current state can improve, even with help from the outside, and I don't want help from the outside. I will leave with my secrets. I won't waste everything I've made in my life just for this. VIXX the Visionary. End. Most of my body stopped responding. When I do not feel pain, I feel that my flesh did not wait for my death to begin to rot. Everything is difficult. The simplest things. It feels like the end for me. I wish things could have been different. I console myself by thinking that I left after creating my legend. I just wish I would have liked it to be real. I am sorry, Seka. VIXX end. I think we could translate these papers, but let's continue through here. This door into this big room here. That's a cool art on the wall. Examine. Whoa. VIXX. Apparition, revelation, stupefaction. Behold I, VIXX the Visionary. This is my lab, and now this is your prison, soon your sepulcher. What a tragedy. If only you knew for how long I wanted to do this entrance. Some company in my long afterlife. You better not disappoint me, breaking into my lab to steal me. What a pathetic thief you make. Did you really think you could come here, take everything you want, and leave as if nothing happened? I built the world you live in. Without me, you would not exist. I am the quintessence of modern genius, the epitome of today's intelligence. What audacity to believe that you can match my superiority, kneel before my greatness. But who am I kidding here? Now you know the reality behind the myth. You know that things are not really how they have been told. You know this because you read my personal journal, and not just some pages. Everything you could. How did you dare? This is my personal journal, my whole life, day after day, and you just started to read them as if you were the latest arcane news. Tell me, how did it feel to intrude on my privacy? What did you think while reading them? All the stories you could reveal once out, all the gossip you could spread. Did it make you feel important? Or did it make you feel miserable? Tell me, was it worth it? Was it that incredible to justify this humiliation? I didn't die for some random passerby to gargle at the thought of trampling on my legacy. No, it won't happen. It won't. Instead, this is exactly what will happen. You are going to end your pathetic life here, and you will never leave this place. This way, this secret will be well kept, and I hope you will learn this simple lesson about curiosity. I won't tell anyone. Help me get out. If I die, I will be prevented by ghosts from talking. Let's go with the first one. Oh, you want me to get you out, aren't you? Well, here isn't my lab comfortable enough. Getting you out, this is almost adorable, but tell me, why would I? The second you are outside, you will start spreading what you learned here. You will destroy my reputation, my image, my legacy. Others will rush there, loot my lab, study every trace of my existence. I will be a fool, a joke. I cannot let this happen, and will not let this happen. This is why not only I will not help you, but I will actively prevent you from going anywhere. Beside this, making you out through the whole lab would be lots of effort. Because I don't know if you noticed, I am dead, and I'm not feeling in the mood today. So take a seat. Dying of hunger takes a lot of time, and trust me, I know what I am talking about. This lab, you made it yourself and alone. Golems are helpful. Building a lab is like anything else. You start with a main idea and you create around it. Things start to branch out. It gets bigger and bigger, iteration after iteration. Sometimes there are parts of it that become obsolete. I cannot destroy them, but I can disconnect them or reuse them later. This lab grew organically. It is my creation, and it never stopped evolving during my life. The corollary to this is that no one except me had the chance to explore it. I made sure it was more secure than Ula's sieve. But it looks like time has taken its toll on security. I should have insisted on redundancy. Ooh, should we ask about Seka? Not a word about her. I strictly forbid it. But no. Are you sure that? Yes. Maybe we could just silence, even if my patience has limits and you are quickly converging. Certainly, but enough. It seems to be a sensible point. La 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 la, I can't hear you. Then I can continue asking about her. I said not a word. But no. Fine, let's talk about something else. Yes, there are topics you should really not bring up there. You do not want to be on bad terms with your host while experiencing the dying process. I may not be a necromancer, but I built this place and know all its secrets. Speaking of necromancy, you don't seem to like this Ula, right? Weren't you supposed to avoid topics that bring tension because you failed? Of course, I despise her. I suppose nowadays she is being idolized like the dripping heap of self-esteem she is. That idea is disgusting. None of you knew her. Your history books only tell you what you wanted her to be remembered as. Isn't it jealousy? Jealous? Me? It has been a long time since I haven't heard that one. Me? The visionary? Jealous? Of course I am. Why did everything work for her while I was only chaining failure? Why did she get to be the mind of her time while I was relegated as a side character? I am right to be jealous. I am right to be furious because I was right. Life did not give me the same chances as her. But on another hand, if it had, would I have been more successful? Honestly, I don't know. I tend to believe that I would not reach this level, but I could have done so much more than what I did, and things would have been different. I am angry at her as much as I am angry at this world. I did not start with the same luck. I was just unlucky. My life was a succession of bad luck. Luck? Yes, luck. What my life has always lacked. Any research, any idea, any intuition spoiled by bad luck, failure after failure. For some it works the second they try something, and for others, I used to be happy, to have a crew I truly love, to have a life I was proud of, and all of this has been taken from me. I imagine it must have been horrible. No, you cannot imagine what it was. It is impossible. You have seen all your life the comfort and the peace we built for your generation, but you have never seen anything comparable to that day. That day where everything collapsed in a few seconds. There have been the screams indistinguishable, were they strangers or close ones. There has been the heat omnipresent, as if the skin started to burn and melt at the same time. There have been the flames everywhere, eating everything we knew, destroying our lives. There has been the smell. That smell. This one, you cannot forget it. A mix of death and burn. We tried to stop breathing to avoid the nausea. There has been the fear, the fatigue, the cries, the hopelessness, the incomprehension, the maze of the caves, the wildlife, and there has been the sun. Bright, burning, stunning, but so warm, almost comforting. The surface was the only place we could stay. It was not a place for us, but we had the hope of bending the odds in our favor, and we did it. We had no choice. It was our only way to survive. We were stuck. Of course, this starts to lose all its sense to me, as I am already dead, but still stuck far from what I used to call home. Why are you staying here? What do you mean by that? I kind of don't like any of these three options, but let's talk about the underworld. Yes, I'm stuck here, and does that make you feel any better? Maybe this is funny to you. Even after his death, the miserable VIXX was forced to roam in loneliness in this lab. You are thinking way too loud. I don't think that. Maybe. Sorry, just all of this, it is hard to handle. I feel like I am being punished for my life, and I am here forever in the ruins of what I once pretended to be. And I don't even know why. You do not know why. No, This is maybe the worst of all that. Why am I cursed to wander here? What are the reasons of this sadistic spectacle? Maybe I was just too attached to this place. Maybe leaving is impossible for me because I am too connected to here. It sounds stupid, but in a life as short as it is, you can create bounds that feels impossible to break. Links that are so strong that they defy your vision of reality. They deform it. This was my sanctuary, my shelter. But now, it is my tomb. No, there must be something else. When I look into what I feel deep inside, it's not nostalgia, it's not affection, it is stronger, grimmer. I think fear. It's fear. This gnawing sensation, I am terrified. Often, the convenient way to escape was to isolate myself like an instinctive reflex, a protection mechanism. The look of others is less heavy when you lock yourself away from them. I did this all my life, hiding because I could not stand the judgment. Here I am, still safe in the mist. Who knows who I will find? After all these years, what do you think she will tell me? Is she mad I could not save her? Is she ashamed of how I wasted my life? Will she still recognize me as the Asura she once knew? I could defend my life in front of doom if I had to, but in front of her, what could I say? I don't know. I am scared. I can't face. No. I'm just, again and again, making the same mistakes. I have to face them now. I have to. I am not the same person I was. This is true. I used to be bold. I used to go forward. If there is still some of this left in me, it is now that I need the most. Needed the most, whatever. Fine. Fine. Let's do this. Let's close this chapter now. But first, we need to get you out of this. I know a shortcut you might be interested in. Well, VIXX'S the Visionary. Looks like you have laid the path forward for me. So let's make a few jumps here. Talk with you again. And another jump here. Back the way we came through this entire laboratory. Into here. We have like a full-on jumping puzzle now. This is actually really cool. What a cool, incredible place. Where to next? Onto this central platform. And we're going up. Oh. I guess over here. Here, and is this the entrance? As VIXX opens the doors. And we have an Asura gate here. Anything around it? Doesn't look like it. Let's go ahead and run through here. See where we end up specifically. Maybe back at the main entrance here. We are here. So this is kind of a new area. We're back in the overworld. And we have our friends here. Athos, you were here. We were looking for you everywhere. We were worried. We saw the old Agora just moved. They were in a Asura gate, but it was completely broken. Kep believes it has something to do with VIXX, but wait a second. You found the lab, didn't you? I did. Of course you did. Tell us, what did you find? Is it full of treasures of revolutionary inventions? VIXX's stories have been exaggerated. We should leave it unexplored. There's nothing interesting inside. What do I want to say? I think I want to say we should leave it unexplored. Unexplored? Why? It's a major discovery. We cannot leave it undiscovered. I must admit, I'm quite unsettled. It's our goal after all. Why should we give up on that knowledge? Anyway, the access is currently non-operational. We should discuss this home. Are you ready to leave? So, I can say, yes, I am done here, save and continue, or I want to continue the exploration of the region. So, I have a feeling that might end the game. So, let's just go ahead, save here, and then we have our friends here, where I was very interested in what this lab was. And it looks like it is the exit to VIXX'S Laboratory, where we just explored all of VIXX'S Laboratory, and there was a lot in there. And what an incredible story that was going through that entire place. I want to run over here, see what this looks like. But that was just an amazing experience, reading all of those, learning so much about VIXX, and kind of getting a unique perspective of the Asura and their struggles. That was just incredible. But yeah, VIXX'S Laboratory this way. You can see down here with the Asura gate, and the Asura gate is indeed unoperational. So it looks like VIXX has moved on. So we have completed that story, and I think we can talk to them to complete the game. But if I come into my inventory, we have these key items here, but we also have all these treasures, where we have many undiscovered ones. So I think next episode we can spend a lot of time just running through all these different areas and just exploring what we can explore and try to uncover all the treasures. And once I get every single artifact, I think I'll go ahead, talk to my friends, and see what happens there. So I have a feeling next episode might be the final episode of Artifact Krewe as I complete everything. And I'm just running down here to explore this as I chat. It seems like there might be something right here, so we can go ahead and get one thing. You found a pile of research paper. On the top one, they mentioned best crew member of the year next to the rough drawing of a tired tortoise. So that is cool. But next episode, let's go ahead and find all of the artifacts that I need to find, and then let's go ahead and chat with our crewmates and continue whatever is left of this game, where this has been an incredible experience, and exploring VIXX'S Laboratory was insane. What a cool place. It was so cool. But I hope you all enjoyed watching this episode, and I hope you all stick around for the next one as we continue to finish up this game. But I hope you all are taking good care of yourselves. Remember, as always, to drink some water, check your posture, and subscribe. And I'll see you all next time in the world of Artifact Krewe. Goodbye.